Good morning, traders. Good morning. David with Alexander Trade and Investment Group. Happy New Year to everyone that is listening. We are roughly 4 minutes and 20 seconds until cash open. So let's talk about what I am seeing and what direction I'm looking to play this morning. First trading day of the new year. So we're looking for some success today to jumpstart the new year. Let me plug my laptop in because I just got a warning that my battery is low. All right, cool. All right, so there's a reason why I have this red box right here. First and foremost, let's look at if we can. Looks like okay, cool, got it. So the report just came out for jobless claims came out at 8:30. Um, we are trending in the right direction, both previous and current, but we are still below the zero mark, which is indicator that the economy is not as strong. Anything over is indication of a strong economy. Even though we came in less than consensus and prior, but we still aren't at the average, the 4 week average. We're still about 3,000 some change below the 4 week average, which is another reason why we are below the zero. Again, we are trending in the right direction, but still not there. I consider that a bad report. Some may look at it as good. And then if you actually go into the market profile, I have it split. We are right now close to the weekly value high of last week, right? 230, 223.50 is indicated here and in here on the middle chart. We also have a single print that was created this week and it goes all the way up to the weekly high of last week. So that is an area of interest for me. It answers the question, what are we doing? Looks like we are trying to buy up into this area. We have in this 920 candle, we have 18,000 buyers, 64,000 in volume, which is pretty high for pre-market, but it's not going anywhere. We have a nice little sell tail with some volume there. Since 8 o'clock, we have tried to push up higher, right? 18,000 buyers, 27,000 in volume, but we will not go past that single print, which is also confluencing with the weekly value high of last week. And we have all kinds of reasons to sell, and that's what I'm looking to do with a minute and 40 seconds. We're still in this area. I would love to see a quick pop and then drop, but we may see a drop down. So I have the 223 puts on deck. I may switch it to the 222s because we're so close. 223.12. I may switch it to the 222s for a better price. And if we pop higher, I'll switch back to the 223 puts. But right now, I got the 222 puts ready to go. We are also three standard deviations from VWAP. Here's the third, here's the second, here's the first. So if this thing works out, and also to point out that we have a daily extreme high of yesterday, which is here, that happened on B period, and then new money came down and dropped it in C period. So if we were to sell down, which I'm looking to do with 45 seconds of cash, I would say potentially depend on if we do have a pop. The second VWAP may be first sign of resistance. You may want to take some profits there. If not there, definitely the first deviation from VWAP, and then the value high for sure, back to value. All right, so with 20 seconds into cash, I am looking now, definitely looking at the 222 call, 222 puts, I'm sorry. I'm definitely looking at that. I want to see if we have a quick pop and that we can drop. So price is a little high, but that's going to change that open. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. We should be opening now. Wow, look at that drop. That's way too hard to catch. I want to hopefully it pops back up a little bit. All right. So we did pop up a little bit. Did I get into it? I don't look like I even got into it. That was way too fast. That's way too fast for me. Dang. That's back to value too. That's way too fast. Man, that is hopefully it gives us another opportunity because that's way too fast. Ain't no way in the world anybody can catch that one. Dang. All right, so I like that. Hopefully we can see something back into it. But that's that that's fast. Okay. Let's see if we can get another opportunity back down. Because I like that. That is super fast. There's no way. I don't know how you'd be able to get that one. That is extremely fast. All right, let's see if we can potentially find another opportunity to drop. That was ain't no way in the world you can catch that. Dang, we got the right analysis, but that drop, man, back to value on top of that too. I don't know how you gonna get that one. All right, now we can find potentially another opportunity to drop it. Then I'll go ahead and play that, but that is that's no way. If you was to catch that, you're fast. You're fast on the trigger with that. That was insane. Now the market could potentially like the fact that we were trending up. So, but they did come back to value again. Remember I said at the open before, I'm sorry, before the open, standard deviation one from VWAP could be potential resistance and then back down to value for sure. But there's no way in the world you can catch that, man. That's insane. That was way too fast for anybody to be able to catch that one. I'm looking potentially for an opportunity to get back because I like how we're building here. And it looks like we're building, continuing to build, right? I like that, but I just don't know. 67 is a good price too, but it's just not giving me nothing right now. Let's see if we can get an opportunity. We're building still here. 180. All right, I'm gonna jump in. 67 cents. Okay, 67 is my entry. 77 is my half. So let me write this down. 67, 77. All right. We're looking almost 67 to 71. 67 was the entry, 77 is the half. So back to 69. So I'm 2 cent in the money. Let's see if we can get another opportunity here. I wonder if we missed it. That was a one hell of a drop. One hell of a drop. I don't know if anybody is fast enough to catch that one. I'm definitely not. Okay. So 67 was my entry. 70, okay. 77 is my half. All right, I just got the 77. All right, so I got half goal. Perfect. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay, 77. And move my stop up to break even. Oh, so I'm sorry, a little bit more than break even. I don't do break even. I'm sorry. I do 70%. All right. So 70, 87 almost. 82. Okay, there we go. 87 is my full goal, and I am out. Wow. Keep going, market. Keep going. Wow. I don't know anybody could have caught that first one, but at that opportunity and seeing it build now is 202. It printed at 202. Awesome. Back down to value. I would take all there if you haven't already. That is definitely a place to take profits. If you're letting something run, just move your stop. Cause we got in at what 202 puts was at 67 cents and is now $1.07. So you have made 40 cent. I would take that. 40 cent is amazing. See, you can start seeing orders starting to people taking profits. You can start to see people taking profits at that back at support or back at I'm sorry, which is a support, but back at value. You're starting to see back at value there. That initial drop, man, unless you're fast on the trigger, it was difficult to catch that one. You see, there's taking profits. See, look at these buyers coming in volume. That is taking profit. So if you haven't taken it, if you're letting something run, move your stop to capture more profit, guys. I wouldn't say get out of it. I personally would get out of it and take the money. But if you don't, just let it, just move your stop to capture profit. I typically like to, if I let something run, which I don't do often, um, I would do like a 10 cent buffer. Fix. Well, I didn't mention VIX, but VIX opened at 17.28. It is now 17.99. So definitely not a lot of emotion in the market. So perfect in that regard. All right, just let me double check to make sure I have no working orders. All is good. Great way to start the month. Great way to start the year on a win. Perfect. That initial drop, man, that fell like a rock. But again, we know as traders, especially people who have been in the market for a long time, you can see a lot of activity happening now at value high. That's a good place to take profit if you haven't already. That's definitely a resistance point, first sign of resistance. But we know coming into the market as many years as I've played, as I'm sure people who are listening have played, um, that first initial drop is hard, right? And it almost gives you that FOMO, right? That fear of missing out. But we know that the market cannot put in all of their orders at one time. If that is the true direction, right? They have to piece their orders in or or catastrophe can happen. So to prevent that, um, the SEC prevents you or prevents the bigger players who play with the billions and trillions of dollars from putting all their orders in at once. They have to piecemeal it. And also they don't want to tip their hand and let you, which is me as well, the retail trader, know what they're doing. They want to take your money, not help you get money. Right. So, but we know this. We're smart. We know that they can't put all their orders in at once. So look, as the price came back into that area, there was no activity here. Again, we had that single print that was produced on a B period of yesterday? No, Tuesday. Tuesday was New Year's Eve, which also confluenced with the value high of last week. And we had a massive drop. We just didn't expect that drop to fall the way it did so fast. But again, we know that second opportunities. I was looking for price to go back into it as we talked it through in real time. We saw that build from, I believe, 100 and maybe 50,000, and now you can see it printed at 202,000 right here. That right there, right? We printed at 202,000, right? But that built from, I want to say 160, and then we saw 179, 180, and then finished out at 202. So there was definitely some activity here, right here as well before the market opened. We can see the absorbing of buyers from 8 o'clock. Here's 8 o'clock, 8,000 buyers, but a negative candle inside of a single print to sell, three deviations high. Got all the signs of a sell. Again, just looking at the receipts in real time, 10,000 buyers, 25,000 in volume, which is a lot for pre-market, but not going anywhere. We're still stuck in that area of sell, right? Here's a single print from yesterday, middle screen, and then here's that huge single print from Friday the 27th, right? As buyers try to creep in here, 16, was it 18, 16, 18,000 buyers, 64,000 in volume. That's a huge number for pre-market, but not going nowhere. We're not going anywhere. We're not breaking the extreme high of yesterday. We're not breaking that single print. So all of the signs of selling, and you can see they're taking profit here. Be careful with taking profit because that can result in a reverse. And here again, look, back to value. We were out of value, away from value, where other market participants did not feel comfortable with prices being as high. And once we get to an area where other participants felt that price was good, in this instance, I played the IWM auction. I participate in IWM and their auction, but you can find the same thing in if you participate in Apple's auction or Nvidia's auction or Amazon's auction, whatever auction you choose to play, it's the same result. You can read the receipts in real time and see where value is versus where value is not. Again, we first sign of resistance. I felt that deviation one, which is here to the upside, could potentially be the first resistance. Take some profit off the table, if not, move your stop. And then definitely back to value, 1000% back to value. And you can see the activity that's playing around in value. Now, also, too, that report, the jobless report, some may consider that good. I did not. Again, we are, just to go back to it, just looking at the RPI chart, even though we are trending in the right direction, previous and current events, we're still below the zero mark. All right, we're still below where below zero is considered a weaker economy. Above a zero is considered a stronger economy. So we are here, right? This is the report for the day, trending in the right direction, but we're still down. And what really got me into sell was that the 4 week moving average was below previous, even though we are consensus below where we thought we were going to be as far as additional or new claims. And we are 9,000 less claims than we were the last report, which is great. The 4 week moving average for jobless was still below normal or average or previous. So I felt that the report was bad. Also, looking at the receipts, looking at what other market participants has done in this area, also gave me the confidence to sell it as well. Finding single prints, and this C period went up a little higher because we now traded into it. But before it was, I believe C period started in 222.59, I believe. But because we touched it and we're going higher, that C period moved. But there was a nice little single print here, and also the weekly as well was a nice little single print. And you can see now back to value, a little bit of taking profit, a little bit of maybe other investors, participants in IWM felt that that report was a good report. And once we get to value, then we can try to buy up because that'd be a nice price to pay for IWM. 221s is a better price than 223s. All right, guys, great way to start the trading year, the trading month. I always want a good start off at a win. This play is done. I wouldn't even attempt to try to sell it again. We've already ran through it, unless the receipts tell you otherwise. But you take your money and you run. You don't risk the money that you already made. All right, guys, as always, I hope you found value in my videos. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to leave a comment. I always respond. I actually had a great comment yesterday. Actually, it was on my Instagram. Someone who found value in my video and my channel. commented on it, gave me a great compliment, and ended up having a great conversation via Instagram about um, people selling courses and discords and um, playing candlesticks versus order flow, and it was just a great comment. I really enjoyed it. So anyway, if you guys have any comments, I will respond back to you guys as well. And let's see if we can make 2025 just as great or even better than 2024. All right. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 9:25 to see if we can make it 2 days in a row. Till next time.